Hello there, my name is Retro. Let's talk about animation, and today we're going to talk about the new statement news drop from Villainous. Specifically, if you have no idea what I'm talking about, in YouTube, there's a specific channel that actually talk about the news, but the news what's going on in Villainous world. You have to sort of sneak peek what happened to certain characters, new characters, and goldheart reappearing for a second. But this new clip only lasts 1 minute, just dropping facts, information, the situation, what's going on, and in this world. In this video, I will break down all the little news tips, what's going on, to understand the situation connected to basically our main leads. Now, let's talk about the first news. The first one they're actually talking about called the Golden Plaza. That's basically a city where actually the orphan children or the dead orphan children live. Actually reappear on episode 2 or episode 3. They actually make a deal with Black Cat to help them to get rid of their hero problem because the city attempted to destroy their own home, but knowing the kids actually live there because they're actually dead. But interesting enough, this reports saying the house where the orphan children live completely disappeared. They basically got rid of their problem, but they didn't do anything. It was Black Cat. But we don't know what happened to the house or the ghostly children. You just don't. The only thing you know is they got rid of them completely. But this is the twist, that every time they try to rebuild that area to make new houses, because that was potentially what they attempted to do, they keep their boulders, their equipment, their people keep disappearing, getting destroyed, or mixed functioning. We just don't know. The heroine of the Golden Plaza is investigating what's the situation, what's going on. But even if she can't solve the situation, she will do actually more drastic measures to fix the problem. But the only thing is, we don't know who is this heroine who protecting the Golden Plaza, or what her sort of plan is, or how she looks like. They just call her the heroine. That's the first news. The second news that is sort of interesting, that you probably heard of a battle that's sort of a hero who basically fight from Nombra in her Instagram account. That is sort of interesting because he actually got promoted to protect Metro City. That he is basically the basically the new hero who got promoted to protect that city because Sunblast got taken down and also missed seats. So he was sort of third runner-up to basically protect that city. But I feel interesting, if you don't know who he is, or you actually have seen him, is only in the Instagram account of Miss Seed and also Venombite, because if you go back watching those accounts, Venombite got one-on-one with that hero, while realizing it was one of her own people, because she promised herself she will always protect her people, the Venombites, but not realizing it hurt him. And interesting enough, every time she fights a hero, she kills the hero. And realizing who this is, she feels guilty and let them live. But the intercom of Miss Seed, she actually abused this to get some more points. So she appears on the hospital of a battle to actually see him and tell him everything's okay, she would take care of, so she could get more points of the city. So you can see how this sort of tactical thing is sort of interesting, especially in Bello. We don't know his full ability, what he actually can do, or who is he. It's just sort of a character that you may heard of him, may seen his image in Miss Seed and Phenomena's Instagram account, but that's sort of fascinating. He got sort of promoted to protect the city now. Of course, we don't know how that works, but once more, it's sort of fascinating. Now, the third news is more fascinating than the last two. One of them is actually you find out two different companies, two different companies, Metro Core and Jet Inc., may sort of have a meeting, and the meeting was falling apart because Jet Inc. company was unsatisfied of the deal. Of course, the news article never really reports what was the planning, what was the deal, what was this two conference for these two companies. But this is two companies make them so interesting is because Jet Inc. is the company reappears of the Hunter's book of Black Cat Volume 2, who actually kind of give the money and resource of Dr. Horarius, that he was sort of the mad clown doctor who stuck in the book. He decided to make a virus of a clown illness that you can't stop laughing. He sort of wanted to destroy the world, but he sort of stuck in the book because Black had sort of helped them sort of by accident. Not by accident. He sent dementia to help the doctor solve his equation. But we don't know it was actually dementia or not because the book never really described who she is or the doctor's conversation. The only thing the doctor says in the book, she was sort of wild, unpredictable, and strange. But specifically describing basically dementia while saying dementia. But she dropped some hints to realize how to use the sort of device in the book to help him to go to different universes. This is the reason why Dr. Horario got stuck in the book in the first place, but also inspired him to basically conquer the world by basically becoming everybody clowns with this sort of virus. If you know, though, you have maybe seen him in Twitter or Facebook, is this image right in front of my face that he's sort of an evil, twisted clown. And that's what's sort of interesting because Gen Inc. is the one who's responsible to help the Doctor become this evil scientist. Once more, everything's sort of connected in this world by books, by comics, by the TV show. But all that, let's go to the next interesting news they drop. That is sort of new characters that you never seen, image, or heard of till right now. This sort of news article drop. One of them is basically a fight between two different gangs who are have villainous teams. One of them called the Running Skins and the other called the Bad Cockroaches. The two leaders called the Dead Skins, who belongs to the Running Skins, and Bad Cockroaches is run by Speed Demon. Both of them fighting for territory, but the only problem is Peace came in and actually shut them down. But they couldn't catch the two main leaders, Dead Skin and Speed Demon. Both of them actually escaped in the last minute. That's the only news we have. There are new characters. We don't know who they are, what their special abilities, or what they actually look like. They're sort of dropping names and new locations for new characters, setting up for the next few episodes of Villainous, or at least the next books, or not, because you don't know. Villainous do drop books building up the world, what's gonna happen next. Like, we're still waiting for a Miss Seed book, supposedly dropping in October, but that got delayed. And the second book is How to Be a Villain with a Black Cat. Both of them, all the fan base are just hyped and waiting those two books to drop. We don't know, but hopefully they are connected of all this news to see how this world is developed. Of course, let's talk about the final thing, Golden Heart. The Golden Heart segment was really fast. The fact is just sort of this photo image of Golden Heart trying to recruit no new heroes to stop basically Villainous. But this is the thing. This is made it so interesting. The fans remember the mid-season finale of Villainous that Macy says he hates villainy so much. She actually want her own fans to stop villainy. And that sort of phrasing, people got confused what Missy says. That you remember she was sort of delusioned because overpowered by her own juices to actually basically be disabled for a second. But she is this sort of delusional state, saying weird things, not making sense, but this simple image trying to now make sense more than ever because Golden Heart is recruiting fans, not just fans, he's recruiting soldiers to take down Villainous, but also using Miss Seed's sort of special ability to blame, oh, you see, Villainous under control, we must stop them. But if you've seen the show and the last new article, it's all fault of Miss Seed. Her special ability locked down every single villain, also a hero, so reduce basically villainy to very low problems. In other words, to zero. In other words, I'm sorry, I'm kind of confusing here, but in other words, crime is very low because of Miss Seed. but because it's Miss Seed, she basically went crazy, controlling everybody, heroes and villains and civilians. So you can't really say blame villainous who not villains to actually the increase of crime because it was Miss Seed. Miss Seed's fault because of Peace, who later give that special abilities. But this image does have a lot of theories about the fans that Golden Heart could have the same abilities of Miss Seed. That some people believe that the formula that Miss Heat used was incomplete because that was confirmed because Dr. Flood was his original experiment story, but Cecilia becoming Miss Seed. But the formula he created was incomplete and yet still use it. What if they complete the formula, they use Golden Heart's special ability? They use something what he has to fully make it work. So this is the thing. Maybe Miss Seed, her abilities to control people is from Golden Heart. The reason why people think this is because this simple image that he basically picked up signs saying all villainy must be taken down, join us new heroes, join us to our cause. And he has his eyes really shining golden. That is sort of strange, but at the same time, this is like a normal character design because in the original series, you do see his eyes gold, but this is actual gold. It's almost like he was activating his own special ability to control the crowd. And that's the thing. This is the thing people believe. Maybe he is using his special ability, but it's sort of different, very similar to Miss Seed, but a different use. People believe he maybe kind of boosts their emotions than in controlling them. That could be a possibility how he became super popular because nobody knows who is Golden Heart, who he really is, what his true intentions, why he wants to take down villainy so badly, even going crossing a line, becoming sort of an anti-hero or just a pure villain. But what's more, that is just interesting what's going on in this world. Of course, we gotta wait for the next issue, issue 12, that was sort of delayed. For right now, when they come out, I will translate that new issue probably the weekend or Monday. We just don't know when the issue drop. But besides that, you felt this sort of fascinating the situation of what's going on in the Villainous universe. Of course, we don't know. They will drop more news statements of this channel. If you're wondering if this is real, yes, it is real. Of course, some fans believe it's fake because how kind of strange it really is, but at the same time, no, it's because of the logo very end of each clip has the copyright infringement that you need to put on because if you don't, your IP will be stolen or used against you to make more money of their own than you. Like that's why I think, no, I don't think, I believe these sort of statements are real. But other that, what do you think about this? Do you love it? Do you hate it? You wish to have more news articles like this dropping? Are you hyped for the books coming out hopefully soon in the new series? We honestly don't know. Hopefully they drop more news articles in the future. We don't know if they're gonna drop it weekly, maybe 2 weeks later, or maybe not. We just don't know. But that's all I can say. Just thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and have a wonderful day. Bye.